The pictures out of Eastlake that cold January night were stunning. The home of Frank and Alice Pitchler, gone. A natural gas explosion leveling the place. 86-year-old Frank was found trapped, still sitting in his recliner. Alice trapped herself under the debris. That their immediate concern was not for themselves but for the other is not a surprise, considering everything the couple had been through. Alice had cheated death during World War II when a movie theater she was in her native England was bombed.
And it actually came through the screen as it did. The guy behind her jumped on top, landed on top of her and saved her life.
He was killed. He wasn't alone, for behind the theater was a school.
There's 150, 200 kids killed during that explosion.
In time, the English nurse met the American sergeant. They married just before he shipped out for the battle that would come to be known as D-Day. Sergeant Pitchler stood in between two other sergeants that day as they stormed Omaha Beach in Normandy.
He says that when that game plank went down, those two guys were dead like that. They got shot.
He survived. Back in England, his young bride learned most did not.
And so she lit candles every night, praying that he was still alive.
Eventually, word came he survived D-Day and went on to cheat death again in the Battle of the Bulge. After the war, the young couple came home to Northeast Ohio to begin to raise a family, but with a different outlook on life, never sweating the small stuff. They were 86 and still enjoying life when the house they shared for 3.5 decades blew up around them. Alice died a day later. Frank, though burned, cheated death again, though without his wife. He was never the same and died 2 years later. There were letters, photos, and memories that survived the blast, and one other thing, Spunky, Alice's beloved Yorkshire Terrier who was on her lap when the house blew up. He survived unscathed. He now lives with Frank.
My mother died on my birthday, and that's why I think I like him so much, because I knew my mom was attached to him.
On your side, John Kosick, News Channel 5.